Good morning. We're starting the wrestling reel today. We're going to be interviewing Ted DiBiase. It's going to be sick.
Can't wait. It's going to be good.
Nervous as all get out.
2 minutes.
You can count on efficiency and value. It's on your schedule, your terms, and you know what your estate plan bundle cost up front. You don't worry about hourly rates. These people are great. LegalZoom.com. Use the promo code Patrick at checkout. LegalZoom.com. Local morning sports show. Matt in the morning. Runs on right every weekday at 6 a.m. as I go inside the locker room with all of your favorite high school teams, coaches, and players. We'll also go in depth with the Tide and Tigers, bringing in sports writers to give you the direct insight from the guys who follow them daily. Q&A is always on the agenda as you wish for Bobby Wallace, Bobby Champagne, and your other favorite head coaches. So make sure to join me in Matt Selesky every weekday on 97.9 FM. Fox Sports Show. Broadcasting family. Fox Sports Show weather forecast. Taking a look at your weather forecast today, folks. We are under a winter weather advisory. The high today is 35 degrees. We're brought back down to about 27 degrees.
Where's he doing that at? Where's Selesky doing that from the weather?
But it will start in the overnight upon
He recorded
chances of
earlier.
snow and sleet. It is going to warm up to 41 degrees tomorrow. Wintry mix early in the day. Fox Sports Shows. Fox Sports Shows. Florence 97.9 FM. W250BY and AM 1340 WSPN, where sports beats music. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? For the wrestling reel with Drumber, starting now and every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to noon, bringing you all of your pro wrestling coverage. TNA, Ring of Honor, WWE, and more. Time to get tagged in with Drumber on the wrestling reel. And that's the bottom line. Because Drummer.
Woo! Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to this week's edition of the Shoals' hottest new radio talk show here in the Shoals. It's the Wrestling Reel with Drummer. Thank you all for tagging in with us this freezing cold day here in Florence, Alabama. And it's really, really cold today. I'm not kidding. I mean, how cold is it today? We just heard the weather forecast. It's
like 20 degrees out.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're under a
wicked freezing today.
Advisory.
Yeah, for all day,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Well, we are coming to you live from the Fox Sports Show studio here on 97.9 FM and 1340 AM here at Big River Broadcasting here on Sam Phillips Street in beautiful Florence, Alabama. And today's show is being brought to you by Champy's Chicken and Muscle Shoals. It is the best hot fried chicken, cold beer, and last but not least, football in the Shoals. At Champy's Chicken, freshness is of utmost importance. All chicken is prepared fresh to order, so you know it'll be finger chicken good. Champy's Chicken, located at 122nd Street in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. And again, this is the Wrestling Reel with Drummer. I am the babyface of the show, Chad Burdon, and Justin, my co-host. Actually, yay! And I'm just going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. And here's what's ironic about that. There's no cats in here, and we don't have a bag.
I know, it's a conundrum.
But this morning, I woke up, and I was kind of thinking, all right, I know something's coming up this weekend, and maybe there's a chance it could happen. So I texted my friend, Adam Gooch, and lo and behold, second segment here in about 12 to 15 minutes,
yes,
we have the WWE Hall of Famer, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, will be calling in and talking about his appearance that will be coming up very soon, this Sunday. He's speaking at it's Clements Baptist Church in Clements, Alabama, which is really close to Athens. It's in between Rogersville, Alabama, in Athens, and he'll be there on Saturday.
You losing your voice, Chad?
Yeah, already. I'm so excited. I'm like marking out. Like
I just want to know
crazy
how
right now.
late did you stay up last night prepping for this now?
Oh, not long. I just found out about it a couple hours, like an hour and a half ago. That's why I'm so excited. I mean, I am pumped.
Here's how excited I am. I was sitting at Fame Studios about to track a song, and I found out about this, and now I'm here.
Priorities.
Priorities,
I'm
my
glad you're
friend.
here. Seriously. But we cannot wait to get in to talk to you. It is a dream come true, much less $1 million dream come true. I cannot wait.
Dude, is Virgil calling in with him?
Virgil. That would be kind of funny, though. But you know what? He is a member of the NWO, because once you're NWO, you're NWO for life. But I cannot wait to have him on here. But we're going to go ahead and get into this, the first segment. We got the build for Royal Rumble. Woo! This Sunday. We'll get into Raw a little bit later on. It was the go-home show last night. They were live from Columbus, Ohio, I believe, last night. Decent show, but the build for Royal Rumble is intense. We have never had, this year, Roman Reigns is the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and he has to defend his title against 29 other men in the Royal Rumble. And there is there's usually 30 men, but there has been a 40-man before. But this year it is a 30-man.
And the first one's a 20.
Yes, that's right. And Jim Duggan, that was a trivia question we had. Oh! He was the, and it's so ironic. I just thought about this because I was there when Jim Duggan got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Ted DiBiase inducted him. And I was there in Atlanta at the Phillips Arena. That was in 2011 because Ted DiBiase got inducted in 2010. He headlined that class that year, and then the following year in Atlanta, I got to go for WrestleMania 27. That was when Ted DiBiase inducted Jim Duggan. Oh! But man, I'm so freaking pumped. But last night. Let's just go ahead and get into the build for Royal Rumble. What are you looking forward to the most, Max, going into WrestleMania? I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to. And here's my prediction. Because it seems like the whole build for this year's Royal Rumble is all the stipulations, all the odds are being built against Roman Reigns. Everything from his feud with the past several weeks with the Authority, with Vince McMahon and Stephanie and Triple H, and when he took out Triple H, it was at TLC, I believe, last month. Yeah, and we haven't seen Triple H since, but the whole story is revolving around Roman Reigns and the odds being built against him. So it's obvious that Roman Reigns is probably getting primed and prepared to win. I hope not, but it seems like it's going to come down to Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. I am predicting that Brock is going to controversially win somehow and going to win the Royal Rumble and become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But then that's going to lead up to next month's pay-per-view, Fastlane, which I heard that they're building that to be like a really big show. It's not going to be just a mediocre show on the road to WrestleMania. It's actually going to be a serious show.
They said the ending of the Rumble is going to tie into the Fastlane. Yeah. So whatever happens at the end of Rumble, it'll tie us into what's going on.
Fastlane is February's pay-per-view, WWE pay-per-view. So yeah, it's going to be really good. And I obviously since let's just say Roman Reigns gets defeated or eliminated, loses his belt, technically he would get a rematch clause. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I would like to see him actually.
Wait a minute. Would you get a rematch clause if you put it up against 30 other guys?
That's why I'm predicting this is what's going to happen.
I understand you get a rematch against one person, but they've only done this. This is the first time it's ever been defended.
That's why I'm just predicting it.
You have a rematch. I mean, either way, you have a rematch. Whoever the champion is, you go against them.
That's why I really think that's going to happen. I believe that Brock's going to win
another Rumble.
Well, for the record, I do know that it's going to be Triple H, Roman Reigns, WrestleMania.
Well, that's what they're saying. That's what the main
Why
event
wouldn't
is.
it be?
Who knows? But but you got to think. Brock Lesnar is undefeated in his Royal Rumble appearances. In 2003, he actually won the Royal Rumble, and that's the first and only that he's ever been in. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's why I'm thinking, why would they put Brock in this one, and because he is a prize fighter. Yeah, if Brock's going to be there, he's got to win. I don't see why he wouldn't. Why Brock wouldn't win? But who's to say? Roman Reigns the odds are completely built against him. I don't see Roman Reigns defeating quote unquote 29 other guys. I just don't see that happening.
I mean, I don't either. But how Raw ended last night, do you not see a build-up for Bray versus Brock at WrestleMania?
It was weird how the Wyatt family just ended up at the end.
Yeah.
Which usually the go-home show for the Royal Rumble, it's usually at least 15 to 20 people.
There.
Yeah, it comes out and there's like a big scuffle, and it's like the go-home segment. But I really do think, I mean, it could be Bray Wyatt could somehow win. But
I would love to see Bray as champion.
I think we all would for a little while. Yeah.
A belt.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ready yet.
Well, Bray has just been buried in every single thing.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
I don't think Bray hasn't. I mean, the build, he gets built up to be something huge, and then at the end of every single feud, he gets squashed. It seems like.
I mean, the Wyatts beat down Brock Lesnar like the Warriors beat down the Cavs last night.
Oh, ouch. That was a pretty bad game.
Yeah.
Are you hurt, B-Squad?
Everybody's already
You can get the hell out of here right now, Max.
I think LeBron was getting a little butt hurt last night.
Will you please shut the hell up?
Because you will never be the same again. But speaking of Y2J, he did awesome last night. He killed it. He's so entertaining, and I really do like what they're doing with him right now. Go ahead. I mean, you can do it. Raw is Jericho.
I do have to say, though, it's kind of a cheap imitation of the actual Chris Jericho now. When he came back this time, he's doing all the, welcome to Raw as Jericho.
Yeah.
Never, ever, and he's doing all his catchphrases. When last time he came back as heel, he wouldn't give it to us.
Yeah.
He would not do it, and I loved it.
That's Jericho, man.
Well, that's the face.
It's just a little too fan-friendly now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
he's never been...
Well, he's trying too hard to get new catchphrases over.
Or the old ones over again.
Yeah. And
it's just like he's trying too hard in a way. And another thing, put on a shirt.
Yes.
I can't stand
what's
seeing...
wrong with the vest?
No, it's not a vest. He walked in with a black blazer with no shirt
with
on.
wingtip. It was ridiculous. It was like from Men's Warehouse or something.
I mean, you go down to the fraternity houses and see that crap, Yeah.
But I will say this: he was crushing it last night because he had the highlight reel last night. They were hyping it up to be the biggest in Raw history, where they had Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
I'm not gonna lie. I knew I was gonna be in the studio today recording, so I did not get a chance to watch Raw because I was so depressed about the Warriors beating us by 37. I don't even know what to say. At home. It was
terrible.
Just on a side note, because I did my NBA show here last night on Fox Sports, and we talked about it, and we literally flew right out of here afterwards to go home and catch the game, and it was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. I just had to say that.
But now you kind of realize that the Cavs just aren't as great as you thought they were.
No, it's not that. There's nobody in the league as good as the Warriors. That's what we've come to the conclusion of. It's going to be the Spurs and Warriors, and whoever wins that is the champion.
But
are
before
you saying it sucks to be a LeBron fan right now?
Right now, yes, it does.
Well, hey,
I'm almost about to be an OKC fan.
While we're talking about basketball, real quick, Justin, you and I got to be on got to contribute to the Harlem Globetrotters game last week at Flowers Hall.
We did. I think we talked about this last week too on our show, and I got to be the honorary ball thrower upper.
We called you skipper. We called you skip.
Skip. Yeah, I didn't skip out there.
Sorry, you frolicked.
No, they made me kneel down on my legs. I'm 33 now, and my legs started hurting.
You galloped. That's what
I
it was.
Galloped. But anyways, there was a 7'4" guy that was jumping for the ball, and he ended up bending down. But I threw the ball like nearly to the roof.
Yeah.
I see the video, and it was like such a high toss. But I got to toss the ball up at the beginning of the game. Chad actually played against...
I dressed out. I got to play with him.
It was so funny watching him run out, by the way, because it was like watching a Shoals Christian game all over again. Like the intensity in Chad's face, he's like, I'm going to ball. I'm going to ball. And then they let him in, and everybody moves out of the way and goes, take a free shot. So he did...
Awesome.
He did 2 4-point shots, which is way far
They did
back.
a really cool spot last night, during the game, where they had... They did like a Stone Cold Steve Austin freaking Yeah, there it is. Stone Cold Steve Austin Stunner. And all of a sudden, we brought our
Chad,
belts.
Yeah, I was going to say this ties into our wrestling, but I told the guys that I showed up and I said, hey, I'm with Fox Sports, and they went, the wrestling reel? I was like, yeah. They were excited to meet us, man.
Oh, they love the belts.
They are, like the Globetrotters and the everybody is a die
The coaches, the announcers. Jared Lewis, if you're listening, what's up, bruh?
What up, brah? But I'm telling you, man, watching the Globetrotters is almost like watching wrestling.
That's
and
exactly.
You see those guys, that's why they love it so much. And then they found out we had the white belt and Jared, the announcer, who, by the way, is fantastic at what he does. Probably the best in the world at what he does.
But like you said, it's exactly like wrestling. It's completely scripted. They have jobbers to help put the Globetrotters over. You know?
I actually just watched the 90th special on ESPN2. I recorded it. It was really good.
The Deuce.
The Deuce.
Dropping deuces.
But we had a blast. You actually you shot 2 4-pointers and
airballed
airballed.
both of them.
And then they gave you a 3, and it was just beautiful form, nothing but net.
Oh, beautiful. It was beautiful. I had a blast. And thank you, everybody here at Big River Broadcasting and Fox Sports Shoals, for allowing Justin and I to do that. We had a blast. It was really, really fun. But like you said, it was just like a wrestling match.
And I got the ball that I threw up. They let me keep it, and they all autographed it for me. So to Danny and Jared, who made our nights there, we really appreciate it. If you guys are listening, they became our new friends, and I hope they come back again and we get to be a part of it in some way, shape, or form. So that's my 2 cents. Now everybody's on their stinking phones.
Ooh, no.
I get criticized all the time for being on my phone.
Well, we're checking Twitter because you can follow us at Real2Us979. We will read your tweets live here on air.
Maybe.
And we're waiting right now the call from the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Cannot wait to have. He's actually our first freaking guest we've had on here.
No, he's not. We've done this tons of times.
I'm talking huge wrestler that we've ever had on here.
Famer.
What Hall of Famer, bona fide star. One of the main reasons why I hated bad guys in the first place was because of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. There's nobody else that could play the heel roll that he did in a time. I would put him and Piper up there in 2 of the top hills, especially in the 80s.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. One of the 2 best that never had the title.
Yeah. So when we come back from break, guys, we're going to take a short pause for our calls. For Fox's sake, when we return, we should be hearing from the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
So how'd you get this?
Do you not remember Tony wanting a text a couple weeks ago that he's going to be at the church?
He's coming to Gooch's church?
No, Clement's Baptist.
So what does Gooch have to do with it?
It's his brother, Adam's younger brother, Caleb, is the youth pastor at that church.
So I thought of a few things I could ask him. My question is, are we ever going to see the $1 Million Belt again?
All right, guys.
I want to hear his opinion or his experience from WrestleMania 4. I want to hear what it was like during that tournament.
Here's what I got one question.
Yeah, we need gold on this, y'all.
I'm following him. I'm chiming in here and there because I had dinner with him. He sat across from me at Kingdom Bound. I'm going to mention that because he'll remember Kingdom Bound.
Yeah.
He won't remember me because I was a kid, but I'll just tell him it was one of the most memorable days of my life, and I still to this day talk about it.
Yeah.
Gosh, I wish he'd call right now.
You're sure he's going to call?
I just have one question.
Hallie just said y'all are going to win an Abbey this year. Good stuff.
When do they decide those?
I have no clue. Apparently Matt Zaleski, he's been on the air for a year now, and he just got a blurb in the Nelson ratings, like just showed up after a year. So, and regardless if he calls or not, I have to leave after this. I promised Gary I'd be back at 11:45.
This one.
I just have one question. Just one question.
What?
Are you ready? How much did he pay for that number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble? People want to know how much they need to pay to get that number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble.
When was this?
1989.
That's a great question, dude. How much did you pay for the 30th slot?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
And I want to know, was that money yours, or did Vince give it to
Well,
you
that's what
before?
I've got a ton of stuff right here. Like it's.
Let's just make sure
Future.
if this is going to be
We
gold.
got 30.
This is gonna be gold. Let's just keep going into Raw until somebody calls, okay? I don't know anything about it, but hey, if he does call, make sure we don't get excited and go over each other, me and you especially.
Well, we don't need to talk until he stops talking.
Exactly, and then I'm gonna let you be the main guy.
I just want my one question.
I'll chime in and go, hey, our buddy Maxer has a question for you.
I was going to play his theme, but no, I'm not going to now.
Why?
Just because I'm going to have to call.
Hey! Oi!
Oi! Oi! Oi!
And we're back in on the Wrestling Reel with Drum and Drummer again. It is Tag-In Tuesday. Great day. It is the go-home show before
Chad.
this weekend's Royal Rumble match.
Now, why do we call it the Wrestling Reel?
Because
it's still real to us.
I love it, too.
I do too.
I mean,
I was actually thinking last
can we
night.
be
'cause-
cocky for a second?
Well, last night, let me say this about you, brag on you for a second. It is another night in Alabama on the streets and highways. Wow.
You know it.
At least it wasn't the asthma commercial this time.
Wait, I think that was like a Zack Ryder plug. Like, woo, woo, woo. You know it.
I'll brag for a second about the Wrestling Reel because I was thinking about it last night, actually, how we came up with that name, and I'll never forget. You just all of a sudden went, we were talking about, what if we called it this, what if we called it that, and you just went, I got it! The Wrestling Reel, R-E-A-L. And I went, because it's still real to us. It was like a moment we had, you know.
I mean, it's and everybody, at least locally, they know
Actually,
what
we
it
had
is.
people shooting at the mini basketball goal while you came up with that in my garage.
Good times.
Good times.
Always had.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good time.
But let's get back to the updated card for this weekend's Royal Rumble match that is in Orlando. And I've got a cool Orlando story I may talk about later, which, of course,
Orlando Bloom?
Yes, Orlando Bloom, Florida. But don't forget, NXT is in Orlando. So who's to say that we might have some NXT surprise entrances?
So, by the way, speaking of NXT, I did read, we have probably all read this week that Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows will be going to NXT.
As a tag team.
I thought they were going to go straight to the roster like we all did last week, but they'll be going to NXT, which I'm fine with.
Yeah. Well, the updated card, I mean, we do, so far in last night, it was so random, which, Max, we were watching it together. We kind of thought when Vince McMahon and Stephanie came out on the front of the stage and they had the rolling wheel, they were going to randomly, quote unquote, choose names who was going to be the first entry for the Royal Rumble. And once again, throw logic out the window when it comes to WWE booking, because I thought, was it a couple weeks ago, that Big Show was announced as number one?
Yeah.
Was he not announced, or what was he just?
He interrupted Miz TV. All the Zack
Who's Miz
Ryder,
TV?
Heath Slater. They all came out during that Miz TV segment.
Oh,
And
Miz
Big-
TV.
Yeah, and Big Show knocked them all out. And I thought he announced that he was going to be the first entrant to show how dominant he was.
Well, when Vince started, they had the drum roll going, and he opened up, a random name, and we're like, how funny would it be if every single one of these was Roman Reigns, just to screw him and make, again, the odds are already stacked against him. How much worse can the scenario be to make Roman Reigns lose his title? And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. He kept drawing Roman Reigns.
Chad's
Roman
getting
Reigns.
some of that Vince McMahon in his voice going now.
Oh, I'm getting into it's passion, son, passion.
Calm down there, little tyke.
Sorry, some little filly broke my heart.
Was it a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, we messed that up.
No, we didn't.
Botch!
Botchmania! Anywho, so right now, the 30-man Royal Rumble match for the WWE World Heavyweight title, so far the names included are Roman Reigns, Big Show, Brock Lesnar, Chris Jericho,
Coco
Sheamus,
beware.
yeah, right, Ryback, Curtis Axel, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan,
Too Cold Scorpio.
and Braun Strowman. That's who right now. But we also have, I'm looking forward to this match. It's a last man standing match for the WWE Intercontinental title between Fight, Kevin Owens, and the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose.
You must have flipped your little lollipop, didn't you there, Max?
Oh, I did.
Oh, his dimples
I
are
did.
showing right now. He's already
I did. I'm excited
here's
for that match.
here's what all of our listeners can't see right now. Max is blushing really hardcore. He's got a red scarf on and a Too Sweet Young Buck shirt.
He's got a crush on Dean Ambrose.
He's got a man crush on Dean Ambrose. But it's okay. Come on, say so. Are you that nervous about
When was
it?
the last time you changed shirts, man?
This morning?
Dude, it's okay. I have a man crush on Akeem the Dream.
What? That's the most random man crush ever.
Yeah, I mean,
Gosh.
he's one of the best things going right now. He's so awesome in the ring. His mic skills are amazing.
I had a crush on Damien the Snake. No? Didn't work?
No.
Ah!
Speaking of which,
I
hey,
tried.
real quick though, because about the Royal Rumble, we were watching the '96 Royal Rumble last night, actually, just randomly, and that was when Jake Roberts made his return to WWE. Nobody was expecting it, and then he had a different. It wasn't Damien. It wasn't that yellow one. It was a different snake. I forget his name, but
Pops.
yeah, that was actually Pops the Snake.
Pops the Snake.
Pops the Snake. That's pretty funny. But they're also in a very confusing storyline right now that's going on with the WWE United States title match. It's Kalisto versus the current WWE United States title.
So he
holder,
hasn't won it back already?
Alberto Del Rio. No, Kalisto hasn't won it back yet.
Well, because he won it, lost it the next night, and I figured it would be like he won it back and then he'd lose it.
Yeah, it was last week on Raw.
How cool would it be, though, if I thought about this, how cool would it be for like 2-3 weeks if they did every show, they just lost it, gained it, lost it, gained it, lost it, back and forth.
And then Ray comes out and just wins the whole thing.
Ray?
That's it.
That'd be funny, but I've never seen a lose it, win it, lose it, win it, lose it, win it.
And then Ray ends up being the whole and buries everybody. And then Triple H actually gets it and buries everybody. That's what it is. Triple H will become the new WWE United States champion, just buries the whole storyline. Anyway, which is, like I said, it's a confusing storyline right now, but hopefully they'll all come to a head giggity on this Sunday at Royal Rumble that you can get on the WWE Network for only $9.99. And if you subscribe, all new subscribers right now this month and Royal Rumble will be completely free. But moving on with the card of Royal Rumble, we have the WWE Divas title match between the Loss Kicker, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte, which is Ric Flair's daughter. And I got to say, last night, I know you didn't watch it, Justin, but last night we were very intrigued by Becky Lynch's promo skills. She did a Ric Flair-esque kind of type promo. Killed it. Absolutely. Yeah, crushed it. And not only Becky Lynch, from an acting standpoint, let me say this. I got to give credit to where credit's due. Stephanie McMahon last night, all night, killed it, acting-wise. She did a really good job in the ring, back in the the backstage segments. Did a really good job. But
hang on a second. Chris tried to chime in with a little song. Will you do that again for me?
No.
All night long. Do it. Come on.
All night. All night.
Actually, I think I've recently bumped Stephanie into my top 5 celebrity list.
Well, I'm actually looking really forward to this match, the Divas match. It could be good. Of course, it's not. It's a breath of fresh air. You don't have some of the Bree sisters, Bree twins. Oh, I'm not sorry, the Bella twins.
Yeah, the Bree twins. Yeah.
Sorry, I was getting in Bree mode for a second. My bad.
Bella and Bella Bree, right?
That's it. Anywho, we're pumped today. It's the go home show before the Royal Rumble, which we're going to be watching. Which we're going to miss the first hour. We're going to have a kind of a big party, right? We're going to get a bunch of guys over this Sunday. We're not going to tell you where.
Yes.
If you want to text us or hit us up on Facebook or tweet us at Real2Us979, maybe we'll give you the location of this party because it's going to be pretty epic. I can't wait.
Massive 65-inch TV.
Oh, man. Immersive. Chicks to your beard, to your beard. Anywho, that's the Divas title match. Is going to be interesting. And we have the WWE Tag Team title match on the way. It's the Usos, I may add.
Have we ever told that story?
Yeah. If we got time.
No, I'll say it real quick. We're in WrestleMania 30, and me and yourself, your uncle hooks us up.
At
with
the
tickets
Superdome,
to go see.
Silverdome, sorry.
He thought I got you guys to meet some wrestlers, and we didn't know who it was. So he drops us off at the building. We walk in. There's like a security guy, one fan in line, and the Usos, right?
He's about to call me.
So I start filming it. Chad goes, "Film this, man. I'm going to do their thing."
And I'm so nervous.
We're all so nervous, They've got the belts. We've got pictures, I think, on our actual Wrestling Reel page of this. But he goes, "When I say ooh, y'all say oh. Ooh, oh, ooh,
oh."
And then later on, we were so nervous, we just, we met him, and then I watched the video, and I went, Dude, you called them the Uos.
But they went with it. The funny
To their
thing is,
face.
yeah,
You went,
The S was silent.
yeah.
when I say ooh, y'all say oh.
Ooh, oh, but they went with it. That's
They
the
went
funny
with
thing.
it.
They didn't correct me or anything.
It was awesome. I still have that. Maybe I'll post that one day and then let people see it. Because
Good memories, man. If we were to really look back at some of our cool,
the
the
Uos.
stuff that we've done, wrestling-wise, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. But yeah, it's the Usos versus New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks.
Francesca. Francesca.
No, it's Fresca.
Yeah, that
They
was
don't
actually
make
pretty
those
funny
anymore.
last night. Moment of silence for New Day's trombone.
Francesca.
They had a funeral ceremony last night for the trombone. It's broken. It's donezo. What was his name again?
Francesca.
Francesca. They were like,
Xavier Woods was gold.
yeah. Oh, the whole segment last night was hilarious. New Day right now they're freaking killing
It was
I love it.
hilarious.
It sounds like you have popcorn stuck in the back of your throat. It's like now.
Triple H.
People, H. Hunter Hurst Helmsley. Anywho, we're just having too much fun today.
And I'm greedy with my money.
But again, the odds are completely stacked against Roman Reigns. 29 other guys have a chance to become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and that's so
I'm
funny.
calling it right now, dude.
Hornswoggle.
Curtis Axel's going to be
Curtis
the new
Axel.
champion. Yeah!
Curtis Axel.
Social outcast, baby.
Hashtag social outcast. Get them trending, please.
I'm not going to lie. I
'Cause they're
saw the
wrestling
shirt. I
they're-
like the shirt.
We were talking about that last night. You were like, I think Chad. He's like, Chad, you should get that shirt. I like the shirt. I think it would look really good on you, though, Justin.
I like it.
And you need to get that Vince McMahon mugshot shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
When he got arrested a few weeks ago.
I need to get a picture of my mugshot on a shirt.
Your mugshot.
Yeah.
Well, you've got the hilarious one with John Cena when he had his nose completely broken from
I actually
Seth
have a-
Rollins. You can't see me.
I know this is funny, but there was an altercation. It's all good. It was very innocent and light that happened in town to myself, but I had to have a mugshot. And so in this picture, I'm wearing Hulk versus Andre shirt, and underneath it says Lauderdale County Detention Center. And if you zoom in, it looks like it's Hulk versus Andre at Lauderdale.
That's hilarious. It's the most epic shirt that you can wear for a mugshot. It's like, yeah, I'm a wrestling fan. What of it?
Yeah.
What of it?
Yeah.
Anywho, we're going to take a short pause, another pause for our cause, for fuck's sake. But we'll be right back here on the Wrestling Grill as we continue our build for the go-home show for this month's pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble.
Can you just turn these off? It's popping. Like it sounds like it's bad. I
wish you would have called him. He's about to.
next year. I gotta go. I gotta go. I can't.
I've already, and he said that'll be fine. I need Billy to stop by.
Sure. Yeah. Do I need to go talk to him?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I just talked to him.
You're a dog. I'll tell
And
Billy
that'll-
that.
That'll be fine. Billy just needs to stop by and pick up some paperwork from
Okay.
him. One in, one out. That's
Awesome.
paperwork.
Thank you.
So,
Okay.
guess what I watched last night?
Raw, Monday Night Raw.
That's right.
Yeah! That's the whole point. That's incredible.
I did watch it last night. Well, my son was over and he watches this and he's like,
You need to get him on the show.
I have no idea what I was watching, but he comes in for dinner and stuff and he's like, click, click. I'm like, okay, I know what we're watching tonight.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, hey, thank you again.
Get him on the
Hey,
show.
good luck.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I hate it. Just
Well, now
Make sure
now we don't even have as much time as we're going to have with him. So
make sure. You said it, but just make sure in your mind when you're listening to him, let him finish.
Oh, of
Ever.
course,
I'm just
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
don't get too excited.
I've been working on my voice stuff.
I can tell. It sounds good. I'm not kidding. I can tell. You're actually up here a little bit as opposed to
getting those abbies.
Dude, pin the titty while you talk. I love this game.
See you, dude.
Yeah.
So we getting into Raw, or what do you want to do?
Let's talk about some surprise, if he doesn't call right now, which he said he was about to, didn't he?
Let's go in.
I say we do some,
What about the trivia question?
yeah,
we need to get that.
need to do that first? Okay.
Well, I mean, it needs to be towards the end of a segment.
So the answer is Roman Reigns, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if anybody says Kane.
I mean, we need to get his call out of the way.
What if Ted?
Definitely call
What
him.
if Ted DiBiase calls in to answer the question?
You just won a free Champions $10 gift.
30 seconds.
Hey, let's talk about who would we like to
We
see
should have done
in
the
the
trivia
Rumble?
question.
Let's talk about who we'd like to see in the Rumble. Like some cool surprise entrants.
Cool.
The phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
You're listening to the Wrestling Reel with Drumber on Fox Sports Shoals because it's still real to us.
And we're back here on the Wrestling Reel. Unfortunately, Justin had to leave. The co-host of the Wrestling Reel with Drummer had to bail. Yeah, B Squad had to bounce. He's got to go to Fame Studios, the famous Fame Studios in Muscle Shoals. To not a sponsor, has to do some recording today. Heck of a drummer. That's why we call ourselves Drummer because we're both drummers. If you guys never caught that, but you know what? Again, this whole show is being built around the build for the go home show for Royal Rumble, and some dirt sheet news which we've all have been hearing about. Prior to reports of AJ Styles heading to WWE, Ring of Honor was reportedly trying to re-sign Styles to a long-term six-figure deal. I think the contract would have seen Styles work for both Ring of Honor and New Japan, as he was a major draw for both promotions. But those plans went out completely out the window once Styles informed Ring of Honor that WWE had offered him what has been described as a blow-away offer. I mean, we can only imagine what that includes.
Significantly more.
So, oh my gosh! Like it's something. It's probably a ballpark figure that we can only just imagine. But Ring of Honor then removed Styles from all the dates he was scheduled for. But it's always possible that he'll do like a Ring of Honor farewell date, but that is yet to be confirmed. But Ring of Honor's been trying to keep WWE from taking their talents for a while, though, which I don't blame them because they've got some of the best wrestling talent in the world for their promotion. And I know that there are a few shows that are coming up on February 4th in Memphis at Minglewood Hall, which Hallie Phillips, we haven't even asked you yet, but if you can hook us up, that'd be freaking awesome. We do some promo for the show in Memphis. But anyway, NXT making their miraculously debut at Minglewood Hall February 4th. The next night, which I can't wait because I've already experienced it, and we got signs that were trending on Twitter, and it was the coolest live wrestling experience I've ever been to on kind of like an indie feel level. But NXT is making their return to the War Memorial in Nashville February 5th. And then the night after, we've got February 6th, Ring of Honor. We went to at the Nashville Fairgrounds. We went there last time. Max, you had a great time. You're actually wearing your Too Sweet Young Buck shirt right now. Throwing the click up, throwing it up. Too sweet. But, we were hoping, or actually they were advertising AJ Styles to be at that show. It was supposed to be his Nashville Ring of Honor return, correct?
Yeah, for the one that's Saturday of the week. Yeah.
And it's not. It's probably it's getting thrown out the window like I just read because apparently, and I did see where AJ he cut a promo in between. I guess after his match, he did I think it was an appearance for Revolution Pro, which is like an indie. I guess, company. But he said, here's what AJ said, and I quote, I don't know what the future holds for me as the fans chant, Royal Rumble, Royal Rumble. And so he says, I'll tell you what, if I'm not recovering from some weird armbar submission and there's a spot in the Royal Rumble and then fans interrupt him again and go, you deserve it. And he says, I don't deserve a thing. He said, all you guys deserve you guys deserve this. I don't deserve you, but I'll tell you, if you put me in that Royal Rumble, I'll kick some ass for you guys. And that's just, if he's already, if he's addressing these rumors live at these indie shows, it's got to happen. It's kind of like when James Storm was here in town, and we went to that show at Northwest Shoals Community College, and we're yelling NXT.
Southern Legacy.
Yeah, Southern Legacy, SLW. Like, he cut a promo after his match, saying that he was going to be on there. Did you just pull something up?
I've got some breaking news right
Breaking
here.
news, Chris.
From Fox Sports at the buzzer. Jim Ross is back. The legendary voice is going to call New Japan Pro Wrestling on Access TV.
Okay, I did read that. I thought it was going to be for WWE. You got my hopes up for a second. I would love for the voice of WWE to come back. JR.
Get rid of Byron.
Yes. I'm not that huge of a fan of Byron Saxton. I mean, he's doing a good job. Don't get me wrong.
Back on Raw.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. So no calls. But, you know, if AJ comes in, that would be freaking, pun intended, phenomenal. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, appears in the Royal Rumble would be fantastic. But over the weekend, because I would love for him to come over with Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson and Nakamura. Yeah, and have them come in as the Bullet Club, which is the huge heel faction from New Japan that have been, you know, really over for the past few years in Japan. But the leader of the Bullet Club, who's you know, it's the current NXT champion Finn Balor. He worked in Chicago. They did a show in Chicago. Actually, they did 2 shows in Chicago. But he worked as a heel against Sami Zayn. I even, you know, I sent you guys YouTube links. Fantastic match. It was awesome. Max, you are probably the biggest Sami Zayn fan. Whoa, whoa, ole. Anyway, but I'm sure you marked out for that match.
That match was insane.
I see what you did there. It was fantastic and insane. I like it.
Zayn's still better.
No, not at all. But here's what I got. You know, since what happened with Balor working as a heel, because I hope they're prepping him for this whole Bullet Club invasion, which to me would be fantastic because it would remind me of an old school invasion from the NWO, like these WWE guys like Razor Ramon, Scott, which is Scott Hall, and then Diesel, which was Kevin Nash, came in and did like this whole NWO invasion thing.
Trivia.
Yeah, and I think it would be awesome if having the Bullet Club invade from another company and still keep the whole gimmick that they've had going, which is what put them over and has got them over with the whole wrestling crowds, So him working as a heel, and here's what's so cool. He keeps using his Bullet Club. He does like the bullets with his hand, the guns with his hands. He's been doing that for the past week or so. But he's been teasing on Twitter nonstop and on Instagram, little things here and there, kind of hinting at AJ Styles coming over or right. Doc and Carl Anderson coming over. I just really hope that happens. It could be a fresh, new breath of air to wrestling. Can you smell it? I would love for that to happen. Max, wouldn't you mark out for that?
Of course.
Why wouldn't you?
It'd be amazing not only to see AJ finally in the WWE, but to see a faction like that.
Yes.
Because, when's the last time you've seen a faction that good?
From another promotion.
Not even from another promotion.
Just in general, sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Social Outcast, if you want to ask.
The League of Nations.
Oh, I love it.
It's just terrible.
But here's what's really cool. I've been seeing tons of Bullet Club signs, and we saw it last night, T-shirts and tweets and everything about it. And even about a week and a half ago, we'll go ahead and do this for a second. Let's take a break. We have a trivia question. Given the nature of the Royal Rumble coming up, we have a trivia question. And with all the spunk and tenacity you can, Max, give us our trivia question of the day, because the winner of this question will receive a $10 gift certificate to Champy's Chicken. Chicken is of their utmost importance, and it's located at 120 2nd Street in Muscle Shoals. Champy's Chicken. Here's the question. Max, give it away, brah.
Who holds the record for most eliminations in one Royal Rumble?
Again, who holds
Who holds the record for most eliminations in one Royal Rumble?
In a single Royal Rumble match, who has had the most eliminations in one match? Not of all time, but in a single Royal Rumble match, who has had the most eliminations? Call us right here at 256-764-1340. Again, that's 256-764-1340. Again, the question is for a $10 gift certificate from Champy's Chicken.
Who holds the record for most eliminations in a single Royal Rumble?
Call us right here at the Wrestling Room. We got a caller?
We got a caller.
Oh, we got a caller. It's that quick. Good morning. Welcome to the Wrestling Grill. How are you? Doing good. Who do we have on the line this morning? Chris Roberts. Welcome to the Wrestling Grill, man. Is wrestling still real to you? Is wrestling still real to you? It's a tough question. Well, of course,
Yeah.
you got to give respect to where it's due, for sure, for sure. So do you have an answer for the trivia question? Max, read it back one more time for a $10 gift certificate to Champy's Chicken in Muscle Shoals.
Who holds the record for most eliminations in a single Royal Rumble?
You try, man. Hey, good guess. Good guess. Thanks a lot. Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks for trying. See you next time. Got another caller?
No.
Not yet?
Yeah.
Again, the question is, who hold... We got one? Oh, okay. He's sounding... Keep going.
No, we got to go to break.
Well, we got to take a short... One more pause for our cause, for fuck's sake. But when we return, we will be talking about the culmination of what we're predicting for this Sunday's Royal Rumble match when the WWE World Heavyweight Championship is up for grabs. We'll be right back. Damn it.
All right, we got somebody in.
Got a caller?
This is Wrestling Real. Hello?
Y'all have the answer to the cookie question?
No. What do you have? Well, what's your answer? Kane? No, that's not it.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Kind of sound like one of Jamie's kids. Like Leo, maybe.
See, that's what we were hoping for, was to get somebody
Yeah.
that came.
Are we going to stomp someone today? Are we going to stomp someone today? We never stomp someone.
What if nobody gets it?
Was that too hard of a
We just
question?
don't give away one.
Was that too hard of a question? I mean, they even showed the answer last night on Monday Night Raw.
Don't have time to Google right now.
What is this going right here?
Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature.
That's the recording.
Trees,
I forgot to start it.
He said we can't get him on the phone. What is the latest he can call in?
get you closer.
This segment is just gonna be. We need to call Blake actually.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service.
I mean, this is our last segment.
This is why we need 2 hours, man. Like now, it's this show's getting so easy now.
Yeah. For real. You heard it first on YouTube. Documented now. We've been saying that for days and ages and whatever.
Did you hear about Hulk Hogan going to be at WrestleMania?
I'm gonna call Blake.
Yeah, that can happen.
You don't think so?
All right.
Okay. You sure? Do we have to? Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So is he going to call in?
Hey, no. Let's. Well, if we. I say we talk about our favorite Rumble moments. Let's do that.
Okay.
Hey, Blake.
I was really looking forward to it.
Hey, this is Chris with the Wrestling Reel, man. You ready to?
Oh, we gotta be quick though.
You ready? Is this a good time or? Okay, we got. We're expecting a call from Ted DiBiase, so we're gonna try to make it quick. So we only got one line in here. Okay, yeah, we're coming back. We got 10 seconds. We'll be live and we'll get you on here. All right. All right.
And we're back here on the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drummer. This is the main event of the show. It is the go home show. I've been saying it like beating it like a dead horse, giggity, all show long. But we have right now on the phone Blake Stutt with Long Lewis Ford and Muscle Shoals. Good morning, Blake. Hey man, you're back from Arizona last week from Roll Tide Rolling. Dude, we are pumped.
Good.
It's a great show today, man. It's a cold day, but we're so pumped, man. It's really keeping us warm. How are you doing? Hopefully we'll get a little bit. Well, tell us some deals that are going on right now along Lewis Ford, Muscle Shoals. How convenient. Man, I had no idea.
Wow.
Gosh, that's awesome. Wow.
Too sweet.
Ryan Clean. That sounds like too sweet of a deal. Blake at Long Lewis Ford and Muscle Shoals, thank you so much for calling today, man, and we hope to see you soon. And hey, I'm gonna message you here when we get off air, and you need to come watch Royal Rumble with us on Sunday if you can. Sunday fun day. That's it. All right, man. Have a great day, Blake. See you later, buddy. Bye-bye. Again, that was Blake Stutz from Long Lewis Ford and Muscle Shoals. Long Lewis Ford, I'm gonna cruise your blues away. But this is the last segment. You know, we only have an hour show right now. You know, I'd love to go 2 hours. There's so much to always talk about, and the audience is always asking me, you know, are you guys going to do longer so we can have more, you know, more interviews or more fun spots throughout the show? Yeah, I'd love for that to happen. But we've got just a few minutes left, and since this is the go-home show for this month's pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble, I wrote down just a few of my top moments, and I know Max and Chris did as well, like some our all-time favorite Royal Rumble moments, and I'm just going to read a couple right now because we don't have much time at all. But one thing that was really cool. Oh, we got a caller. Hang on.
This is the Wrestling Reel. Hello?
Caleb, how you doing, man? I'm so glad that you called because we've got a few more minutes here on the Wrestling Reel. Man, I haven't seen you in forever. How you doing, buddy? Hey, no worries, man. It's all good here. Hey, what we might can do though, and you can do the plug in just a second. But we might can if there's a time that he can call, we might can come to the studio, maybe pre-record the conversation, and we might can air it next week on the show. So no problem. That would be a $1 million dream come true, man. But tell us about what's going on this weekend. That's amazing. And what a story he has. I mean, seriously, he is one of the greatest villains of the 80s and arguably one of the best in-ring technicians in the history of professional wrestling. I mean, this guy has done it all. He is a WWE Hall of Famer. He's a 3-time tag team champion. The guy has done it all. I mean, I cannot wait to meet him and hear his story as well. And he's actually come a long way, and I love the positive message that he's sending out to kids and people throughout the world, because he's a born-again Christian, and so am I. And I think that's a really awesome thing that he's doing, coming here and telling his story to the community. I think it's amazing. Caleb, thank you so much for calling, and I will see you this Sunday at Clements Baptist Church in Athens, Alabama. We will see you on Sunday, sir. Thanks a lot for calling, buddy. All right, bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, all right, yes. We were promoting that, he was going to be on the show today, which I was so ready for. Unfortunately, time is running out today. Oh, wait a minute. We do have a caller. We don't have a winner yet for the trivia question.
Right.
You're on the wrestling reel with Drumb and Drumber. Good morning. How are you? We do not, but here, repeat the question one more time, Max, quickly, because I don't know how much time we have.
Who holds the record for most eliminations in a single Royal Rumble?
Yeah! Congratulations. We were expecting, which we had a caller off air during our last break who called it and thought they had the answer, which I thought was Kane. And he was originally for a while, but last year, 2 years ago, I'm sorry, yes, 2 years ago, you were completely right.
First Royal Rumble, he broke the record.
Who do we have? Who is this right now? Oh, right on, man. Congratulations on winning. You just won a $10 gift certificate to Champy's Chicken, located at 120 2nd Street in Muscle Shoals, man. And stay on the line so we can get your information written down so we can get this gift certificate to you, all right? Thank you very much, man. Have a great day.
All right, yeah. Well, that's the show, guys.
That's the show, man. We had a blast. I mean, it is the go-home show again for Royal Rumble this Sunday that you can watch exclusively on the WWE Network for only $9.99. And we are going to be having a party. I don't know exactly where we're going to have it yet, but we will be watching it live for sure. So tweet us at RealToUs979. Hit us up on Facebook, and we will see you next week for the results for Royal Rumble. And this is the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drummer, because it's still real to us.
He dropped his phone.
I will get it back.
Who's Swaggy T?
What's his name? Swaggy T?
Yeah.
Swaggy T.
Swaggy T.
Swaggy T.
Whatever it is.
That's Matt's best friend. He listens
He,
all the time.
The dude got the question right, but he dropped.
Swaggy T.
Oh, I'm sure.
What do you think?
We can get it.
Did you
No
say
wonder
you know
someone
him,
is
though,
hit
right,
or
Chad?
killed by a train every 3.
Huh?
You said you know him, though, right?
That guy?
Pay attention
That's
around
Matt's
train
best friend,
tracks.
I mean, he
Always
dropped
stop for an
his biggest
approaching train,
information for
and
us,
never,
his
ever
gift
drive
certificate.
around lower gates
Oh,
or flashing lights. It's not only illegal.
Yeah, I mean, he lives like
it
in
gets you
North
killed.
Carolina or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, sure,
Bad
where?
video
In
skills
North
will help you
Carolina or
beat your
something like
buddies.
that.
Don't waste your